Drake, start off. What did you see from your team in this one tonight?
Yeah, I thought we played really well. I thought our start was great. Obviously, the shot showed that. Yeah, everyone played good, up and down. Ollie made some great saves, and obviously, big win for us.
Been a while for you, but you get two here tonight. What did it feel and mean to get on the board here tonight?
Yeah, I think it's always nice to contribute, especially going through a stretch like that. Obviously, getting a lot of chances and just not finding a way, but you just got to stick with it, and they'll come. And luckily, they did tonight.
How would you describe these last few games for you where the puck wasn't going in the net as much as you would like? And how did you play through that stretch and try to simplify things?
It's frustrating. I've been through a lot of stretches like that throughout my career, so it still makes me as mad as the first time going through that. But it is what it is. You learn. You just gotta continue to work hard, do the right things, and know they'll come and trust it. And like I said, they came tonight.
When you get angry after you don't score as much, how do you channel that anger? How do you focus it somewhere else?
Yeah, I think just putting extra time in, watching a lot of video, trying to put yourself in situations to get chances. Last game had a few, and then the boys made some good plays there, and like I said, was able to find the back in that.
What do you think of your team's physical game tonight, in terms of creating chances, knocking them off the park?
Yeah, no, I think it's part of our identity. It's been for a while now. I think the physicality led to a few goals tonight. I mean, on my second goal there, he takes the guy out of the play. The puck's just laying there. But, I thought everyone did a good job of that tonight and won a lot of battles, and it showed on the scoreboard.
Tight one for you guys the other night in a commanding performance this evening. Where would you put your belief level in this group for a playoff spot coming out of the Olympic break?
Yeah, I think we played a lot of good hockey this year where, we've outchanced teams and goalies have kind of stood on their head against us where, I thought we deserved better a lot of nights. And, tonight we were out shooting them a lot in the first, and it was still tied. And then, we were able to just continue that and obviously get a few and get up by a few. And Ollie made some big stops too for us. So, but no, I like our chances. If we keep playing like that, we'll get rewarded.
So first off, Linus, an assessment of your team's game in this one here tonight.
Well, it's always fun to play in Toronto on a Saturday night. It's even more fun winning, and especially when we do it in the fashion that we did. We had a lot of chances last game, couldn't bear them, but today we had that little extra, and it was fun. Someone almost died in there, but that's fine.
You guys gave up the first two shots of the game, and then you watched 19 straight at the other end of the ice over about 18 and a half minutes. What goes through your mind when you're watching your team put on a performance like that?
We got till tomorrow. We can stand to say everything that I had is going to be a long one.
Oh, well,
yeah,
I got time.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't.
What's this game mean for your team's playoff drive, given the time of year and the fact it was Toronto, that you'd be a team right even with you in the standings?
Yeah, every game now going into the last part of the season is going to be important, especially when we play the divisional games and the conference games. Those are the ones where you got to get at least 1 point every night, so you're still in the race and not let anyone get too ahead of you. If still, especially now when we're the ones trying to catch up.
What was it like just to come back and play here after kind of what happened last time in Toronto and everything that kind of ensued?
It's nice not getting pulled. That's nice. And, it's just one game out of, I don't know how many times I've been here in Toronto. And you can't really focus too much on just one out of, 16, 20 games being here. So for that matter, it's just a normal game, new one, against a good team in Toronto. And, that's it.
Tight one the other day on Thursday and a great performance by the group tonight. Where would you put the belief level of the group?
So high. Yeah, so high.
How often are you encouraging Drake to shoot?
Every day. I mean, if anyone saw the Sens skills, put on a 106 or something like that. And I felt it in practice a couple of times. So, yeah, no, we've talked to him a lot of times, but it's not just about shooting it, to get utilize your skills in a good way, finding opportunities to use it in a good way as well, not just randomly shoot it from everywhere. Not everyone can be OV out there. He's a terrific hockey player, lots of skills, lots of speed, big body, and a terrific human being as well.
How comfortable are you in games where you don't get shots for long stretches of time? Like,
Oh, it's lovely. It's just dandy. Means that we're playing really good hockey in front of me, and guys are doing a good job of playing defense. So I'm really happy when we do.
Yeah, I thought it was a great game. We came out right from puck drop, ready to go, and I think we didn't give up much either. And obviously found the back of the net, which is big. So yeah, I think it was a great 60 minutes.
You pick up 2 in the 4-goal second period. What was it like for you to get on the board a couple of times here, and what was working for the team in that second?
Yeah, I think we were just working them low, getting lots of shots to the net, and just trying to be around the net and getting rebounds. So it was a great game by the team.
What does this mean, given this team, this time of year, to win here tonight?
Yeah, it's a huge win for us. I think we've played a lot of good games this season and haven't found ways to win. So where we are now, every point matters. So to get 2 tonight, it's really big for us.
You guys gave up the first 2 shots of the game, and then you had 19 straight, and by that point the game was completely in your command. What allowed you to really take it over by that point?
Yeah, I think we were all on the same page. We tried, obviously a lot of skill over there, so we don't want to give them anything and make mistakes. And we just worked it behind them, made them play the hard game, and just forechecked hard and got a lot of pucks back.
considering the fact that you've had so many games where you've done a lot of those things, right, and limiting chances against, but maybe after a period you only have a goal or maybe none to show for it. What did it mean to at least have that second period where you're able to explode on offense?
Yeah, that was big. You said it. We've had lots of really good periods where the puck hasn't found the back of the net. So, to have that second period and see some pucks go in, I think that's big confidence for our group. And knowing that if we play the right way, we will get rewarded.
Second time in your career where you've hit the 20-goal plateau. Considering the work that you did in the offseason to get to this point, how have you felt about your game this year?
Yeah, I felt pretty good about my my personal game. I think I've developed a lot of different parts of my game. Just the ability to play more ozone instead of just off the rush. Which is big for me. And but I think I've had lots of great players here to play with, which has helped me a lot.
What's it mean for your playoff drive, given you were neck and neck almost with Toronto?
Yeah, it's a big 2 points. Every standings are so close, and we just kind of want to take it one day at a time, one game at a time, and not look too far ahead.
Travis, first off, an assessment of your team's game here tonight.
Yeah, it was a great game. Guys were ready to play right from the drop of the puck. Obviously, a real good first period. Followed it up with a good second, and we had this big win.
Large shot disparity as the game went along. What does that say about your team's play in all areas?
Yeah, I just think it shows you how well we played. We talk a lot about our 200-foot game, and it was on point tonight.
So the way that second period was going on, it felt like there was some degree of killer instinct when the opportunity was there. Was that as encouraging as any as a coach to see?
Yeah. We talk a lot about not changing our game, how you play with a lead. Obviously, they're a very dangerous team, and if you lower your urgency level or your intensity, they're going to make you pay.
How encouraging was it just to see Drake Batherson find the back?
Yeah, it was good. He'd been snake bitten a little bit. It was nice to see him get a couple for sure.
Considering the stakes for this team and in the run to make the playoffs, how good is it to get a result like this, the deadline and ahead of your playoff?
I think there's going to be a lot of big games down the road. Every point, every win is going to matter. It's going to be magnified the farther we go. But like I said, this was a big win. Hopefully we get the next one, and I say it again.